Well, I've been thinking for the past 3 months about this defund the police thing, but that's not going to solve the problem. The problem is the lawyers, the politicians, and the judiciary. The mobs are out there shouting, defund the police. But that ain't going to do any good if anybody cared to look at the problem. They would see that the lawyers, politicians, and the judiciary are the problem. Them fellers, people don't understand there is a small forgotten piece of history known as the Constitution of the United States of America. Now, the Declaration of Independence is not law, but it is the mission statement upon which the Constitution was based. That declaration is where the liberty of individuals and the unalienable rights of mankind were presented and documented as based upon the natural laws of the creation. To assure that the creation was legitimate, now our patriot forefathers referred to a creator, not stipulating that the creator were gods or the theoretical Big Bang, or even an anomaly. Multiple intellectual persons have proven the validity of the laws of nature. For example, physics, gravity, hydraulics, etc., and etc., etc. Lawyers, including judges, and politicians, including lawyers, always use loopholes that they have intentionally incorporated into legislation to be used when needed for their own purposes. That is why they all claim that the preamble to the Constitution is not law, but just fluff. If the preamble were admitted to be a part of the law ratified by the 13 nation states, it only took 9 to ratify the Constitution, but all 13 did, it would shine light on the gross amount of corruption that has created the empire of North America and robbed the citizens of the United States of their property, wealth, liberty, and unalienable rights. If we read that preamble, it says, "We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Close quote. Now, it was about a union. Not one nation, a union of nation states. It was about justice. Justice, if all people are created equal, as it says in the Declaration of Independence, justice is for everybody the same. One, it don't matter if you're rich, don't matter if you're male, don't matter if you're female, don't matter if you're black, yellow, brown, purple, green, or whatever. If you are a citizen, a legal citizen of the United States, the Constitution is yours. Common defense. Well, if we had justice, we'd have tranquility to a large extent. If we provide for the common defense, that means protecting the rights of each and every individual from whoever, like it says in them oaths that I took once when I got in the Navy years ago, and it still should be the same, against all, to protect and uphold the Constitution against all enemies, foreign or domestic. We got lots of domestic enemies inside the country, and we ain't got nobody attacking us from outside that we need to have an army protecting us from out there right now, or Navy. We just need to be sure they're there if somebody does attack us. Now, the general welfare doesn't mean a welfare state. It means setting things up so that people can do for themselves. Now, this secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, you have to know what liberty is, and there sure ain't nobody knows what liberty is hardly anymore. None of them politicians do. No, none of them back there in that Congress seem to know what liberty is. They sure don't know what the unalienable rights of man are. Mankind, I should say. Well, from the time that John Adams was sworn in as president and the passage of the Alien and Sedition Acts during his tenure as president, that led to the two-party political system was established, and the corruption of the constitutional republic ever since has been continuous and complete. You see that red and blue states? There are no red and blue states in the United States. There might be a homosexual state, there might be a Jewish state, there might be a Muslim state, there might be one that's got all kinds of thieves and all that kind of stuff in it, because they all enjoy doing it and they steal from each other and everything. But nobody gets arrested because they all do it. And when they get caught, they got to give back what they stole. See, our laws, they don't work quite right anymore. We got everybody. We're blue and we're red. We're Republicans or we're Democrats, or we ain't nothing. We're out in the cold. Or what our feelings are don't matter. Well, that's why we have an empire of North America, not the United States. It's an empire. There ain't no any constitution anymore. Read the Constitution, pay attention to what it's supposed to be, and it's been so corrupted, it ain't no more. We're just peons, or campesinos, or whatever you want to call us, underneath the socialist federal government. It ain't right. That ain't the United States. Corrupt national democracy has replaced nation-state sovereignty. A federal police state has replaced local cultural determination. Color ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the cultures of all the different peoples. There are black Muslims, there are white Muslims, there's yellow Muslims, there's brown Muslims, there's every kind. Same thing goes with Christians. Same thing goes with all them pagans and stuff. And they got every right to practice their religion. It says so in the First Amendment, if it meant anything anymore. Not with our corrupted government. Well, you see, the police are not the problem. It's the lawyers, the politicians, and the loss of our constitutional union. Its promise of liberty has been corrupted so bad, we don't have liberty. Democracy, that's not liberty, except for a small town or a large family or something. Then whatever the vote is should carry some sway, but not all the time. But in the United States, Democracy, simply 51% of the people, or the voters, taking away the rights of the other 49%. And whichever side you happen to be on at the time, the DNC or the RNC, depends on which way the socialism favors. So think about it. Let's take our country back.